One thing Greg's always talked about, your confidence. Where does that come from?
I think playing with VCFC and playing with the second team has also given me a lot of confidence this year. Being a part of the club and with the Galaxy for a long time, I think I'm pretty familiar with the style and the way that he wants us, and as well as all the coaching staff want us to play. So I feel like just getting repetition over the last 6 years, I think it's prepared me, and obviously now playing with the first team is a much higher level. But one of the things I've always promised myself was, you're going to make mistakes, and it's going to happen. But as long as I go out, I play brave and confident. It's so much better than going out and playing scared and timid. And I feel like the biggest thing too is that I'm just going to keep improving and keep learning, as long as I'm putting the right foot forward and with the right intention.
Coming to this season, what are your goals were to crack the first team?
I mean, actually, my first goal of the season was just to make my debut. Honestly, that was my goal. After playing with the second team a lot last year, I was like, I really want to make my debut, and I mean, I think I've exceeded that a lot, and so I'm super grateful for that. I probably wouldn't have expected to tell you that I've made quite a few starts, scored my first goal. I probably wouldn't have guessed that. So I think that's also the beautiful thing about soccer is once you get a chance and sometimes you take your opportunity, amazing things can happen. And so now I think just to keep working hard and keep going. There's so much more I want to achieve now, and I think it's been really cool this year to see a glimpse of maybe what I can do and how I can help the team. And so going into next season as well, I'm just super excited to see what the group can accomplish.
And one thing Greg talked about, you've recently been moved back to that right back spot, but you're like a winger going on.
Yeah.
What suits you? What do you think?
I think my best position is attacking up the wide channel, and either that's on the right side or the left side. Left side lately, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable on both sides, and now kind of playing more of a left wing role the last few games. But yeah, I used to play there when I was younger, so it's definitely not something that's out of the ordinary for me. And especially with VCFC, I play a very attacking role when I'm playing fullback as well. So yeah, it's not something that's out of the ordinary. But I think Tucker was kind of mentioning it earlier. Wherever coach sees me to really give the best foot forward for the team, I'm not really judgmental about where I need to be here or I think I can play here. Wherever I'm just going to give everything I can.
Okay. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, Arbor. I asked Tucker this question, and just sort of when you see sort of the impact that maybe some of the younger guys or some of the guys who haven't gotten a lot of minutes have had recently, why do you think you guys have found, some success here in these last, let's call it 3, 4, 5 games?
I think you have to give credit to all the hard work that we've put in throughout the season. Although we haven't gotten some of the results that we've wanted, I think throughout the course of the year we've done a lot of things right, and I think over time and just consistency that's going to show. Whether who's on the field or who's not on the field. I think some of the younger guys were obviously more capable and more hungry to give more. And I think we all wait for that opportunity. We wait for our name to get called, and so when our name does get called, we have every motivation to give everything. Especially, a lot of us played with the club for some years now, or some not, and so that anticipation of always, maybe not starting every single game, really comes into play to just want to give everything for the Galaxy, and especially seeing how the season has gone. It's more of, why not go and give everything and see what happens with the group.
I know Greg said it, that he thinks that, you belong at this level in Major League Soccer and maybe even beyond that. But where does your confidence come from?
I think I kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, but I think the confidence kind of just comes from repetition and day after day after day and just training hard. Once the game comes, I'm a big believer in you train how you play. And so I try to come to training and train with everything I have, and so that when the game comes, I'm used to hitting the passes and I'm used to doing these actions that I've been doing in training every single day. So I would say, a lot of the confidence just comes from repetition and just knowing that, hey, when the game comes, I'm going to do my best to work on the skill that I've been working on and to hopefully execute when the time comes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Josh. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Arbor. Thank you for your time. You brought it up earlier how, your goal just for this year was to make your debut, but you've obviously exceeded that. Just who's kind of been your biggest mentor throughout this process? You know, obviously this year you've made a couple of starts, you scored your goal, you've really started to kind of become just one of the normal players that we're seeing almost every match day. Who's kind of helped you, you know, get used to that transition from, you know, playing from the second team a lot last year to now you're one of the guys we expect to see on the team sheet?
You know, I would say a big one is Mauricio. You know, obviously we play the same position originally, and so he's been a really big help of just giving me confidence. And, you know, it's hard. You know, you compete with guys like that, but also you train with them, and they're some of your great friends, you know. And so just by him helping me out every single day, and now I have a really good relationship with him, it's been awesome for him to give me that confidence and for us to be able to work off of each other as well. Also, you know, Maya's been a great help. He's always talking to me and giving me pointers, whether that's after training or during training. And then obviously now kind of more on the attacking side, I've been playing a lot with Diego in that half space. So, you know, all the guys throughout the team, they're really great, and everyone's been super helpful and very welcoming to the environment, which obviously gives me more confidence and makes me feel more welcome to play my game and play how I want to play. So, yeah, I think specifically those three guys, but throughout the group, the entire team, the entire starting 11, the bench, the coaching staff, everyone is very supportive to give you that confidence to, you know, obviously play the role that you need to play, but as well as give your own kind of flavor to the game and what you bring.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned before when we talked to you, just of the youth teams also using the same tactical approach as the main team. Just how helpful is that for you, you know, starting to get those MLS minutes where maybe the game's a little faster, you need to make it reads a little quicker. How much easier is it now that you've kind of gotten used to playing in that system and, you know, it's just about maybe reading the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, since, you know, you're 14, now I'm 18 years old, so the last 4 or 5 years, you know, the academy are very possession-based. We play very similar, or try to play very similar to the first team. The way we have the ball without the ball, you know, creating numerical superiority, time advantage, things like that we've been working on every single day for the last years, and obviously moving up the ranks, getting more competitive and more competitive. Each age group you go up, and then to the second team, and now obviously to the first team. It's something that, you know, I think I've learned a lot over the past, and I think now I'm just even learning so much more, even being with the first team, you know. I feel like I still have so much more to learn, and but yeah, like you said, the intensity and the speed of the game is just so much faster. And so now, you know, getting used to that and trying to adapt, and now really put my skill that I think that I can, with my best foot forward, now having all that adaptation in my head, I think, you know, now just keep working and hopefully you can execute some more in the next few games coming up.
Thanks, Harbor.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't see any more hands raised. Are we good? Great. Thank you for your time,
Awesome.
Harbor.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
it.